Welcome to Rume. Rume was created by myself, Kristi Miller, Nathaniel Millard, and Briggette Doelp during our time as Mod 3 front-end students at Turing. Bridgette's going to talk a little bit about the tech stack that we use to build Rume.
A fair amount of tech went into this application, most of which we had never used before and learned on project time. To start, we built the application in React and tested our code with the React testing suite and Jest. The application is deployed in Heroku. We learned and used styled components to help handle the conditional rendering that makes up a bulk of the application, and chose to use GSAP or GreenSock animations for our animations. Originally, the site was deployed through GitHub Pages, but after running into a few problems, the decision was made to switch our deployment to Heroku. While the site loads a little more slowly with Heroku, the quicker updates from code change to deployed application ultimately made the switch worth it. As for the animations, there were a few technologies that we could have chosen from, but we settled on GSAP. It struck a good balance between being a powerful animation technology and also having a manageable learning curve.
Rume was culminated in response to the many wellness apps that focus on de-escalation and avoidance of feelings. It is designed as an abstract visual space to sit with and reflect on present emotions. Our main focus for this application was on the user experience and user interactions through animations and styled components. On entering the Rume lobby, a user can choose from a range of emotions and subsequently select from a set of action rooms to deal with that emotion. The dynamic rendering from the emotional selection is a key element to this application, as each action conditionally renders to suit this current mood. This dynamic styling is a considerable achievement for this development team as part of our UI/UX focus. The action rooms include a reflection journal, which generates a different background paper texture for each emotion and allows a user to work through their emotions and save their journal input to a server. The feeling room generates different animations and soundscapes corresponding to each chosen animation. Full audio controls allow the user to experience a nature, abstract, or music-based soundscape, or stop sound entirely. These rooms were a main focus and a big win for this project. Each room was created by an individual developer on our team. Reworking and refactoring these animations to match our individual visions is a significant accomplishment for each one of us. The final actionable option is a breathing room with a dynamically colored, guided breathing animation if de-escalation truly is what the user needs. Our most substantial win for this project lies in creating a fun and intuitive program that allows a user to experience micro-interactions throughout the application. Overall, we met and in some cases exceeded all of our objectives, but there is always room to grow. Nathaniel will now talk about our biggest challenges and the future of Rume.
Our challenges with Rume really illustrate where we could take this app with more time and more resources. Having not built apps from scratch before and no experience in the back end, our biggest hurdle was structuring the app in the first place. After the things that we learned from that, we do feel like we could scale this app in future iterations to have more emotional inputs and better dynamic routes for user experience. Animations were also new and not something we dealt with, that required a paradigm shift in rendering something similar to three-dimensional space, but also understanding what we could get done in the time that we had. And our biggest hurdle, and the area that would be top priority in future iterations with this app, is data persistence and user authentication. Right now, Rume is a really good illustration of what an app could be, and with user authentication and their specific reflections persisting, it's an app that multiple users could use at once over an extended period of time and is more robust than simply a demonstration of what it could be. Rume was built in a remote environment by the three of us, and links to the deployed project, our repository, and individual profiles can be found in the bio. Thank you for your time and consideration.